Okay, so how did you feel when Kara was diagnosed with spina bifida?
For us, it was a complete surprise. It was a complete shock. We had no indication that there was any complications as far as the pregnancy goes, and this was probably 2 or 3 weeks before there was a problem with ultrasound, and there was a problem with the baby. And then they came in. We went and saw the head of the department over at Children's Memorial for the spina bifida clinic, and he explained to us, our daughter had a hole in her back, and they kind of explained the mechanics of it, and some of the things that we had to expect, and I think they did a pretty good job of not overwhelming us. But it was, like I said, for us it was just a surprise. We had absolutely no idea there was any. My wife had done everything that she was supposed to do throughout the pregnancy. Didn't do anything she wasn't supposed to do. So it was, that wasn't the problem. And we're like, well, why? Why did this happen to us? Why did this happen to our baby? And they just said, sometimes if you have a fever during the pregnancy, or there's other possibilities that can cause it, but they had no answers. But not that we really, it would have been nice to figure out, if there was a particular reason it happened. But we're very blessed. I wouldn't trade my baby for anything in the world, and I wouldn't trade my wife for anything in the world. So it's been fun.
That's awesome. Would you do anything different if you had found out early in the pregnancy? Would you have done anything different?
Maybe. I can't tell you, because like I said, we didn't have that option. And for a lot of reasons, it could have been different, and we might have made a different decision. Realistically, I'd say no. I think we would have went full speed ahead, but just with not knowing exactly what her mental aptitude, what her physical aptitude, what her life. For any parent, I think you want your child to have the best chance to have a good life. And if you're starting out with some strikes against you already, who knows? It's a tough decision. But personally, I think we would have still had the baby. But like I said, we never had to worry about that because it was so late in the game with the pregnancy with my wife. Like I said, we never had that option, and I'm glad. Let's put it that way.
Do you have any advice for parents whose babies have just been diagnosed?
It's you're gonna have, it's like any other child. I think this is my first one, but you're gonna have ups and downs. It's gonna be a little more work, I think, but don't sweat it. I mean, there's a lot of people have told me the Lord doesn't give a person more than they can handle. So if you find out your baby's diagnosed with spina bifida or some other affliction, odds are the Lord picked you because you can handle it. So don't sweat it.
That's awesome. All right, thank you. So tell me how you felt when your child was diagnosed with spina bifida.
Scared. We were lucky. We found out early, so we had a lot of time to learn about what it was all about. Talk to other people who had been through it with their children. So we were able to prepare, and you're never fully prepared, but we were able to get somewhat ready for the new challenges that were ahead.
Okay. Do you have any advice for parents whose babies were diagnosed?
Learn all you can, about it. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Find the resources. There are resources out there to help. Programs out there. The main thing is you and your spouse have to stick together. You have to be together on everything, on this. Don't give up. Don't be. There's a lot of challenges coming, so just try to be prepared as best you can. Stick together. Don't let it break you apart or anything like that.
Okay. How do you feel blessed? Do you feel punished? Do you feel
No. Sometimes you ask why this happened. Why is it like this? But of course, I feel blessed. John is a wonderful child. She brings a lot of joy to us and to a lot of other people. We've had people said that she's been an inspiration to them. And I think like a lot of parents, I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know, it's just a different set of challenges. Every kid comes with a set of challenges, and these are just some different challenges that we had to go through.
Okay. Anything else you want to share?
Huh?
Anything else you want to share?
No, it's